Today we are going to explore the importance between needs and wants. In our day-to-day life, we often use the term needs and wants as if they have the same meaning. However, from an economic perspective, these are two distinct concepts. It is essential to understand the difference between them, as this forms the foundation for addressing the fundamental economic problem, the conflict between unlimited wants and limited resources. Economics seeks to answer this core question, and to do so, we must first understand why human wants are considered unlimited. What are your essentials? Think about it. What are the things you absolutely cannot live without? Biologically, we all share some similar features as human beings. For example, we all need oxygen to breathe. Without oxygen, we can survive only few minutes. That's how vital it is for life. We also feel thirsty. We cannot live without water, so water is one of our most essential needs. Now think about food. Can we live without eating anything? Of course not. We need food to get energy, grow, and stay healthy. When comes shelter, a place to live safely. We need a shelter to protect ourselves from the cold, the heat, and even from other animals. And finally, we need clothing to cover our bodies and keep us comfortable in different weather conditions. So, when we talk about our basic needs, we mean these essential things: oxygen, water, food, shelter, and clothing. The things we simply cannot live without. Today we have many different ways to fulfill our needs. We eat a variety of meals, vegetables, fruits, and many other kinds of food. Each person has their own eating habits and favorite dishes. We are lucky to have so many choices. Sometimes, when you go to a restaurant, you might even feel confused or embarrassed trying to decide what to order because there are so many options on the menu. There are people who don't have enough food to survive. They have no choice and struggle every day just to find something to eat. In some part of the world, people have plenty of food, sometimes even more than they need. And unfortunately, a lot of it goes to waste. Meanwhile, in other parts of the world, people are starving with nothing to eat and no choice except to search for a way to satisfy their hunger. The houses we live in are all different. Each person has their own dream house. It might be small or big, simple or modern. But the main purpose of a house is to provide shelter and protection from natural disasters and harsh weather conditions such as scorching sun, strong winds, heavy rain, snow, and cold. Today, people live in many different types of homes: apartments, bungalows, wooden houses, or even caravans, depending on their needs, lifestyle, and environment. But we cannot forget that some people in the world live in houses that are not in good condition. Their homes don't provide the proper safety or comfort needed for human well-being. Education and health are also essential needs for every person. As students, you already know how important education is for your future. Some students are fortunate to receive a good education with sufficient facilities and resources, which helps them to learn comfortably to reach their goals. But sadly, some children in the world don't have the opportunity to receive a good education. They have lack basic resources such as qualified teachers, proper classrooms, and school buildings. Needs are the fundamental requirements necessary for survival and overall well-being. They are limited in the nature and closely connected to the biological factors such as hunger, thirst, safety, shelter, and protection from environmental conditions like cold. But wants are influenced by a person's traditions, values, and cultural background. They are different from individual and evolves in response to change in lifestyle, country of residence, education level, family expectations, and income. Wants are generated continuously and are unlimited in nature, as they tend to expand and change over time according to personal preferences and social influences. Now let's understand the difference between needs and wants. You have already noticed that some people have more choices, while others have very few. However, everyone tries to fulfill their basic needs. Some people have various ways to satisfy these needs, and these extra choices are what we call wants. Every person generates new wants all the time, which is why we say that wants are unlimited. Now think about yourself. Can you count the things you want? What are the things you wish to have besides your basic needs?